Get ready. Here are some of the most weird facts and ridiculous laws you just won't believe. So if you're looking to impress your friends, kids, and family with random fun facts and weird and wonderful trivia, you've come to the right place. For example, did you know a chicken once lived for 18 months without a head? Mike the chicken's incredible feat was recorded back in the 1940s in the USA. He survived as his jugular vein and most of his brainstem were left mostly intact, his head not completely severed, ensuring just enough brain function remained for survival. In the majority of cases, a headless chicken dies in a matter of minutes. We've all heard talk of a few strange facts and laws here and there, but I am going to include a few very peculiar ones. Believe it or not, they are way more common than I was expecting, so I will be doing more videos about random facts to come. I could go on all day, but here's a roundup of a few of my faves and most bizarre, some extremely strange laws and random facts I think might blow your mind. Although many of the laws may not still be enforced today, they are in fact on the books as being or once being actual laws. If you have quirky facts or laws you want to share, leave them in the comments below. Did you know you can yo-yo in space? In 2012, NASA astronaut Don Pettit took a yo-yo on board the International Space Station and demonstrated several tricks. It works because a yo-yo mainly relies on the laws of conservation of angular momentum to perform tricks, which, provided you keep the string taut, apply in microgravity too. Just wait as we continue to astound you and reveal some true and strangest random facts and the most absurd, insane, foolish, unreal, fantastical, crazy, strange, fantastic, ridiculous, and fanciful odd laws we could find. Also, did you know in Nacogdoches, Texas, there's an onion curfew for young women? Under no circumstances are they allowed to have any raw onions after 6 p.m. Feel like fact-checking me? Perfect. All the links to my facts in this video you can find below in the description. Now let's boggle your mind some more. Let's start with Oklahoma and Ohio. It is true. You can't make faces at a dog. Ever caught your dog peering at you and pulled a stupid face at them? Well, you'd have committed a crime if you were in Oklahoma. But Ohio's law is even more extreme. If you make any kind of face at a dog there, silly or not, it could result in a fine or jail time. Next, it's a bacteria on your skin cause your itches. Specifically, bacteria known as Staphylococcus aureus can release a chemical that activates a protein in our nerves. This sends a signal from our skin to our brains, which our brain perceives as an itch. Oh, in California, it's illegal to eat a frog if it died during a frog jumping competition. But wait, think you have heard it all? Not even close. In Florida, it's illegal to sing in your swimsuit. Better hide your AirPods. Let's move over to Arizona. You can't have a donkey sleeping in your bathtub after 7 p.m. Kansas, illegal to serve ice cream on cherry pie. The person that made this law must have had lactose intolerance. Lego bricks withstand compression better than concrete. An ordinary plastic Lego brick is able to support the weight of 375,000 other bricks before it fails. This, theoretically, would let you build a tower nearing 3.55 kilometers in height. Scaling this up to house-sized bricks, however, would cost far too much. In California, it's against the law to eat an orange while taking a bath. Yes, you heard that right. Want to know why? Apparently, eating an orange in the tub was outlawed because it was thought that the citric acid could react with the natural oils in the bath and may cause an explosion. A rainbow on Venus is called a glory. Appearing as a series of colored concentric rings, these are caused by the interference of light waves within droplets rather than the reflection, refraction, and dispersion of light that makes a rainbow. Let's travel now to Alabama. It's illegal to drive while blindfolded. Did someone think it wasn't necessary to see while you drive? I do not think blindfolded Lady Justice will turn another cheek to this one. Arkansas. It's illegal to sound your horn at any place where cold drinks or sandwiches are served after 9 p.m. What do you think the purpose of this was, or the reasoning? Now let's get some facts for those sports buffs. Did you know football players spit so much because exercise increases the amount of protein in their saliva? When you exercise, the amount of protein secreted into the saliva increases. A protein mucus named MUC5B makes your saliva thicker when you're exercising, which makes it more difficult to swallow, so we tend to spit. This actually goes for all highly active sport. In Delaware, it's against the law for a pawnbroker to accept an artificial limb or wheelchair as payment. Did someone actually try to pay this way somewhere along our quirky history for this to become a law? Oh, and your brain is constantly eating itself. This process is called phagocytosis, where cells envelop and consume smaller cells or molecules to remove them from the system. Don't worry, phagocytosis isn't harmful, but actually helps preserve your gray matter needed in the brain. Do you like fried chicken? Well, in Georgia, it's illegal to consume fried chicken by any other means than with your hands. I mean, does that mean no utensils? Guess that also means no putting your foot in it. Okay, so hold up, how does this next one work? In Louisiana, it's illegal for a woman to drive a car without her husband waving a flag in front of it beforehand. What kind of flag? A red warning flag of some sort. Identical twins don't have the same fingerprints. You can't blame your crimes on your twin, after all. This is because environmental factors during development in the womb. Because the umbilical cord length, position in the womb, and the rate of finger growth impact your fingerprint development. Oh, do you enjoy seafood? Well, let's visit Rumford, Maine, because in this location it is illegal to bite your landlord. If I lived in this state, my cat would be in trouble. But hold on a second. This next one must be from gangsters, because in Kansas it's illegal to throw knives at men wearing striped suits. Here is another brain bender for you. Ants don't have lungs. They instead breathe through spiracles, 9 or 10 tiny openings, depending on the species. Also, that cute little fish from the Disney movie Finding Nemo. Yup, that fish known as the clownfish can change sexes from male to female as needed through its entire lifetime. Not sure where this one came from, but in Georgia, it's illegal to tie a giraffe to a telephone pole or street lamp. I mean, has anyone really ever seen a giraffe in the USA, not in a zoo or circus? Ready for a shocker? Giraffes are 30 times more likely to get hit by lightning than people. Not because of their height like you might think. This one is a numbers game. It's true. There are only 5 well-documented fatal lightning strikes on giraffes between 1996 and 2010. But due to the population of the species only being just 140,000 during this time, It makes for about 0.003 lightning deaths per 1,000 giraffes each year. How about this odd law in New York? It's illegal to shine shoes after 1 p.m. on a Sunday. But speaking of Sundays, we have a few Sunday-specific laws that will make you ponder why. For example, in Ohio, it's against the law for stores to sell cornflakes on Sundays. And in Minnesota, it's illegal to eat hamburgers on a Sunday. Lastly, did you know in Florida it's illegal to eat cottage cheese on a Sunday? I have a lot of questions about this one. Are there even crocodiles or alligators even there? Because in Michigan, it's illegal to tie a crocodile or alligator to a fire hydrant. Did someone actually try or do this? I would like to know more details on how this one came about. New Jersey. It's illegal to slurp your soup in public. I googled ramen houses and there are a lot, so how is this even possible? Also in New Jersey, it's illegal to purchase ice cream after 6 p.m. Oh, but let me tell you about this one. This one is great. In Alabama, Kentucky, and Georgia, it's against the law to walk down the street with an ice cream cone in your back pocket. Want to know why? Apparently, this stems back when horses were the most common means of transportation. Horse thieves could be lured away with the promise of a waffle cone, and technically could avoid being charged with stealing the horse thereafter because, the horse just mysteriously would continue to follow them. So to nip the problem in the bud, lawmakers outlawed being out with an ice cream cone in your pocket. Oh yeah, this one is good too. In Alaska, it's illegal to push a moose out of a moving airplane. But this one cuts the cheese. In Florida, it's illegal to fart in public after 6 p.m. The world's oldest dog lived to 29.5 years old. While the median age a dog reaches tends to be about 10-15 years, one Australian cattle dog, Bluey, survived to the ripe old age of 29.5. Wind turbines kill between 10,000 and 100,000 birds each year in the UK. Interestingly, painting one of the blades of a wind turbine black can reduce bird deaths by 70%. Do you love Disney? Well, you might not like this one then. It is illegal to wear a Winnie the Pooh t-shirt in Poland, or any Winnie the Pooh merchandise, because he isn't wearing any pants. If you're unfamiliar with this popular children's cartoon, he loves eating honey, has lots of woodland friends, like Tigger, and he only ever wears a little red t-shirt, a bit too risque, apparently. Pine trees can tell if it's about to rain. Next time you see a pine cone, take a close look. If it's closed, that's because the air is humid, which can indicate rain is on its way. The longest wedding veil was longer than 63 football fields. The world's oldest known recipe, that's right, it is for beer, dating back over 5,000 years in ancient Mesopotamia. Cows have regional accents. Studies have shown that cows from different regions have distinct vocal patterns, and that's no bull. Some frogs do not drink water, they simply absorb it through their skin, mainly around the legs and inner thighs. But that isn't much compared to this next fact. Some turtles can breathe through their rear end. This adaptation allows them to stay underwater for extended periods. What's the weirdest facts and laws you've ever heard? Let me know in the comments. Now pick another video from above and let's keep brain bending together.